The Maldives is 99% ocean and the people's lives are intrinsically connected to it, yet many of us don't know enough about the sea and how much our lives rely on keeping it healthy.
We need to inspire people to care about the oceans. One of the best ways to inspire people to care about the oceans and to care about the environment is through education and awareness.
Manta rays face an existential threat. Together, let's create a healthy, balanced ecosystem for these amazing creatures, for our oceans and of course, for our planet.
We need more Maldivian conservationists, but to inspire young people to enter the conservation, research or diving field, we must show them these careers are viable options in the first place. Growing up, I didn't have the opportunity to become a marine biologist. It wasn't a career path I knew, and I didn't see people around me doing these sorts of jobs. I guess there weren't really any role models for me. My interest in the ocean didn't come through the school. I guess I got into this because my dad is a diver and my family was very ocean oriented and taught me about the ocean. For most kids, this is not the case, and education about the ocean is not a core part of the education system.
I guess for me it was my dad who inspired me to care about the environment. His kindness to animals and willingness to stand up against common cultural practices such as the catching of migratory dragonflies of the Irwa monsoon, and just having this consideration for the natural world was something I never had the chance to learn about in school. Kids learn about the environmental sciences in the primary school, but the syllabus it's quite inadequate. Kids in the Maldives grow up learning about lions and tigers before we could learn about things like the parrotfish.
When schools do offer the optional marine science course, it is only theory with no practical work. My marine science teacher didn't even know how to swim.
Through our lifestyles, we are very connected to the ocean in every possible way. But people here don't generally expect you to make a career out of it. Academically, you're always expected to pursue something like medicine or engineering. Even for me, I only learned that this is something I could actually study in 8th grade when I saw it on a leaflet. So this was not something that I learned about in career guidance.
Growing up, I always had the conscience that we should care about the environment. I would normally see people throw garbage onto the shorelines, onto our beaches. And we will also see very frequently that people collect sand from lagoons, from the beaches. But then I used to tell my parents that we should stop that. I would be told that even if we stop it, our neighbors would still be doing that. So studying environmental science at the university was an eye-opener for me, and this was how I actually got into loving the environment more, and that's how I actually ended up teaching at the university, trying to inspire younger generations into conservation and into loving the nature and the environment. My role as a teacher helps to create a spark in the younger generations, creates an interest in the field for them to get into conservation and protection of nature. Ideally, everyone in the country needs to be an environmental steward, but first we need to inspire young people to access opportunities that are available in this field.
We wanted to use our expedition to reach more remote communities where the students may not have had much exposure to the environmental and ocean-based career options. We have reached hundreds of students so far, teaching them about manta rays, running career guidance sessions. The students get to swim with manta rays and whale sharks in virtual reality and connect to the ocean through actively learning about research methods like ID in plankton. We love taking 80 of them swimming and snorkeling to physically connect to the ocean and learn about the creatures living in their backyard.
During the school sessions, when I talk to the kids about my work in the Environmental Protection Agency, kids would often come up to me and tell me how much they like my job and how they've never really known that this is something they could actually make a career in. I never had this kind of opportunity to interact with people from this field when I was growing up, so I think it's great that I get the chance to do that with the students now.
Sadly, on this expedition, we can only do one session for each school. Nevertheless, we visited 6 schools, reaching 335 students. We ran 4 career sessions and took 70 students swimming, snorkeling, and try diving. With the COVID restrictions being lifted, we can hopefully start Murdu Madrasa, which is a lot more intense and which lasts for more than 6 months. So hopefully we can teach kids a lot more in the coming weeks and coming years.
So we have recently launched a marine science degree program at the Maldives National University. So I think we are in the very right path towards nature conservation, especially ocean conservation. But unfortunately, the intake is very low. We still need more people to come to know about this opportunity that is available in the country and to pursue their higher education with us. I think this was the best part of this expedition, that I got to talk to people from different islands and also able to create awareness that we actually have this opportunity in the country to study marine sciences.
Working together, we can and we will inspire a generation of ocean guardians in the Maldives.